saved is the one common thought shared by the people living in Suomi as large Edencom defense and construction fleets take up positions in the system, declaring that the system shall be an impregnable fortress. Edencom Provost Marshal Kasia Valkanier has promised that under no circumstances will the Triglavian invasion forces be allowed to achieve victory against this Edencom stronghold. Critics of the massive fortification defense strategy say that this is nothing but a political ruse. They claim that showing off excessive force in a system under no serious threat is intended to shift the focus away from Edencom failures to protect the systems of Rerevas, Vale, Sakinta, Nalvula, Arvosaurus, Harva, and Ichoria, which are now completely under Triglavian rule. The fate of the inhabitants of the occupied systems remains undetermined. Complete silence has fallen over the Amar system of Rerevas since the apparent capture of all its major underground settlements by Triglavian forces. The few surface spaceports are clearly lifeless and show the scars of fighting and heavy damage from orbital bombardment. There are growing fears that the population has been completely exterminated, although evidence of such an outcome is not conclusive. The situation in the Galente system of Vale is very different. Although a federal Marines base on Vale 2 was obliterated from orbit after its defenses fired on Triglavian overflights, the invaders have held off their ground forces from the major population centers. It is speculated that Triglavian doctrine takes a total war approach, leading to eradication when they are challenged by serious opposition. This strategy may be aimed at encouraging settlements on future conquered planets to surrender without resistance. Edencom has described the Triglavian tactics as nothing less than a terror campaign and urged continued construction of planetary defenses. The Amar Empire and Kaldari State continue to support Edencom's overall strategy, despite growing disquiet over the scale of the losses so far. President Celis Agard of the Galente Federation has also repeatedly emphasized the importance of Edencom to New Eden's defense. Minmatar Republic forces fighting in conjunction with Edencom and loyal capsuleers have successfully defended almost all Minmatar systems attacked by the Triglavians. The few Minmatar systems where Triglavian victory has been achieved appear to be occupied by limited resource-gathering expeditions. As the war has raged on, the Triglavians have been fielding their vast world arcs in greater numbers, opening gateways for even more fleets to enter and spread terror across New Eden. The balance between the Triglavian and Edencom forces has proved delicate. Edencom and the empires benefit from a vast population, huge industrial base, and a wealth of resources. The Triglavians' technology and ability to concentrate their forces and strike at will makes their invasion thrusts difficult to predict and formidable. Edencom's Marshal Valkanier has declared capsuleer support crucial to the fight against the invaders, saying, "It is my firm belief that more systems would have fallen to the Triglavians without the loyal capsuleers of New Eden. We have secured dozens of systems due to their vital efforts. All of New Eden owes a great debt to capsuleers fighting for Edencom." In closely related news, Edencom scientists monitoring Triglavian manipulation of the Rerevas star have reported the detection of significant gravitational anomalies in that system. According to their preliminary analysis, the number of these anomalies has increased over time and may fundamentally alter the space-time topology of the Rerevas system. Data collected from other systems controlled by the Triglavians suggests that broadly similar processes are underway and affecting the local gravitational field of their central stars. Edencom scientists caution that the data and analysis remains preliminary, and the ultimate effects of these anomalies in the primary gravitational fields can only be speculated upon. However, noted astrophysicist, science popularizer, and Scope News contributor Manuel Scotti has suggested that beyond certain thresholds, the changes in local space-time topology would certainly have radical effects on wormhole formation and stabilization. Possible outcomes of such threshold events include changes to unstable wormhole frequency, mass limits and lifetimes, the inability to form jump drive connections, and even the collapse of stable wormholes formed by Stargate pairs. Edencom has refused to comment on the dire possibility that conquered systems could be cut off entirely by Triglavian activities, only emphasizing the critical importance of stopping the collective before they can establish their stellar transmuters in invaded systems. However, the possibilities raised by these reports may well increase the urgency of attempts to escape from conquered systems, despite the cessation of formal evacuation fleets. This is Alton Haveri, reporting for The Scope.